She-Rag got me.
Hit one and be some, you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action. Winston. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? It's like who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Winston from the gun on third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Gain of 18 on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Play fake. Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking deep here for Ebron. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
First down.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A quick pass out to Juju. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Again, it's Winston. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try.
29-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
The pickup. Second down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made just
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Burrow on play action. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they give this time to the tailback. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Here's Randy Bullock. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Bengals 7, Steelers 3.
Cincinnati. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shifts by him. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down at the 42.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. The 20. 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On play action, Winston. He's going to launch it for Washington. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jameis again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. Ebron caught left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Bengals 14, Steelers 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Back over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Freeman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action now, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the gun, Winston. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. Then we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Johnson on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On third down, Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Throwing right, and that's complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. James Washington was the intended target. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Number 10, incomplete. It's third down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Winston. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Eckler, the ball
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
short of the goal line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
To number 19,
Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for two is snuffed out.
Bengals.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach hand?
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Devontae Freeman. 75 yards. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
The ball carrier.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
At the 28.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Austin Eckler.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third down.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Here's Winston. Ebron's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give them 32 on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 20, 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Bullock good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 59.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Play fake. Winston. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And
under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
A gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 41, Winston going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest when the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 3rd down, Winston. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Winston on the keeper. Incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's now 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Winston. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Pittsburgh.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 19.
On 1st and 10, Winston. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And out of bounds right around the 20. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On play action, Winston. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push him back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score, but you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Bengals 29, Steelers 26. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
18-yard line.
Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On the move to his left. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Line and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. He gets it left side of Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Eric Ebron, 38 yards. yards. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here we go with Burrow. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Taking it right down Broadway and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Steelers 40, Bengals 32.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Now it's Burrow. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line. Tonight's final score, Steelers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bomb.